February is Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month, a good time to become aware and for parents to start the conversation about healthy relationships with their teenagers. Michelle Schaunaman is here with TESSA. She joins us with more on this very important issue, and it is important because you don't always think about this, relationship violence among teenagers, but it's very prevalent. Tell us, how prevalent is it? How often does this happen?
So most people do think about it in terms of adults and not teens. 1.5 million high school students last year were physically abused in a dating relationship.
That's
1.5 million.
That is a lot.
Yes.
And what constitutes, adolescent relationship abuse?
It's very similar to adult relationship abuse, but things you should be on the lookout for are control and isolation.
Okay.
Control being things like, what are you wearing? Who are you with? What are you doing? Constantly texting in the expectation to respond, or looking at their social media pages and things like that, since teens are so tech savvy.
Right.
And then the isolation piece is keeping them away from friends and family members. It may seem like a nice thing. They may seem like, oh, I love you so much, I want to spend all of my time with you. But it's important to have those other friendships and relationships, not just the dating relationship.
Now, I know we have some statistics that you provided that actually might surprise you. We can put those up on the screen right now because they surprised me. I know this for a fact. One of them is that nearly 1 in 4 teens are in this type of a relationship, and it's boys and girls. It's not, you think a lot of times it's the female, but that's not the case. 33% never tell anyone, which is incredibly frightening, and 81% of parents don't know or don't believe that it's a problem.
Yes, most parents tend to not think about their teens being in abusive relationships, and it's important that they start the conversation with their teens. It's important to think about, what are my values as the parent, as the role model in this situation, and then what they need to do from there is have an open and honest conversation. Create a safe environment for the teens where they feel okay to share, that they won't be judged for sharing what's going on in their relationships. And from there are some fun little ways that you can start the conversation. Just ask them, what's dating like today? Is anybody dating? Tie it to media and say, who do you think has a good relationship in this movie or this television show?
A really good
who
idea.
has a bad relationship and why? To start that conversation with their teens.
Today, actually an important day in the awareness campaign as well. It's Orange for Love. Tell us about that.
Yes, so Orange for Love is a day where we wear orange in order to show support for healthy relationships with teens. Love
You've got your orange on, I see.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Thank you. loveisrespect.org, as well as Breaking the Cycle. They are the ones who are putting this together, a national campaign. So there'll be a lot of social media from them geared towards teens using the hashtag orange4 love, Respect Week, and things like that. And there'll actually be a national announcement on the 13th before Valentine's Day about how teens deserve healthy and safe relationships.
You mentioned all those hashtags, which of course is talking directly to the teens because it's all about social media these days. Talk a little bit about TESSA, and I know your involvement in this, and how you are an available resource out there for people who may be in trouble.
Yes, we're absolutely a resource for adults and teens. People can call our crisis line if they need help and assistance. It's a local number, 633-3819. We also have many other services, but specific to teens, we have support groups that teens can attend related to dating violence as well as sexual assault.
So it's a problem if there's actually groups created just specifically for teenagers, and parents need to be aware. I know you have a lot of information on your website as well.
Absolutely.
Which one is, it's TESSACS.org.
Yes.
Correct? All right. We got to stop the violence. We need to make teens open up a little bit more with their parents. And I know it all really starts young to open up that line of communication so that they feel comfortable. Middle school or younger. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
Michelle, thanks so much for bringing us all that awareness we need to know about today. Appreciate it.